So welcome everyone to our AEC writing seminar. So today we're going to be going over some basic essay structure and essay formatting. So welcome everyone. Before we start, a couple housekeeping things. I just want to make sure everyone has access to our UForce AEC seminar handout. So that's the handout over here. If anyone needs access, the link, I can copy the link and we can put it into the chat box here. So for students who are participating, everyone should use the handout as a guide. And that way you can follow along as we complete our course and our session.
达安刚刚 share 给了我们一个 link， 然后那个学生这边可以点这个 link 去看我们刚才那个 handouts， 然后可以写一下，就是通过我们这个 seminar， 你有什么想法，或者是对你对这个课程有什么兴趣点 ？Okay.
All right.
You can keep going, Dad. Yeah.
Perfect. So today's schedule is we're going to start with a brief student and instructor introduction. So we're going to get to know each other. We'll go over an overview of the types of essays that you might encounter, review some general essay formatting skills, go over a practice, so an in-class practice, and then we'll introduce you to our AEC course introduction and information, and we'll end with the Q&A session. So for those of you, both students and parents who are participating today, if you have any questions, please be sure to let us know, but we'll be more than happy to answer them all at the end.
这是我们今天整个 lecture 的全部流程，然后我们会介绍一下我们讲授课程的老师，还有就是关于我们这4个 level 里面我们都要接触到的文章类型，以及文章的大致的这个结构，还有一些相应的练习和我们 AEC 课程整体的介绍，因为它包括写作和口语2个部分。那么如果说学生和家长有任何问题呢，都可以提出，我们是非常开心去给大家去做这些解答。Okay.
Awesome.
We can, yeah.
So let's start with the student and instructor introduction. So let's get to know one another a little bit. So for those of us participating, let's start by telling us a bit about yourself and answer the following question. What is your name? A brief introduction. What do you hope to get from the session and what are your goals? So I'm Diane, I'm the UForce English department head. So I manage most of the course development and student interactions. This session is an introduction to our AEC courses as well as what you would get from it. It also includes a brief introduction to what our goals are for each of the courses. And we'd love to get to know our students more. So that would be great. Thank you.
达安在这里做了他的自我介绍，他是我们英语部的教学主管，然后呢，他对这个课程有比较深刻的一个理解，因为整个课程都是在他的带领下去逐步的完善和制作的，那么在这里他也欢迎学生就是可以去思考一下，我们怎么去做自我介绍，以及你们对这个课程感兴趣的话，那你的目标是什么？对，你想通过这个课程学到什么 ？OK。
Alice, you want to introduce yourself?
I introduce myself.
Yeah.
Okay. I just finished my self-introduction actually.
Oh, great.
我也是我们英语教学部的老师啊，如果有任何问题的话，也欢迎大家来提问。Okay, the next slides.
Oh, hang on, I have another student here. 1 second.
Okay, we have another student joining.
Oh, and I have another one.
Yeah.
We have 2 more students joining. Hi, everyone. Welcome to our UForce AEC seminar. We were just going over a brief self-introduction. So I'm Diane, I'm the UForce English department head. I have here Alyssa with me and some of our students and our students' parents. So welcome to everyone. If anyone is comfortable, I'd love to hear from some of our students or their parents to let us know, like, what do you want to hear from our seminar today? What is your goals? What is your learning objectives? That would be great.
OK，答案刚才说呢，他刚才做了个自我介绍，他是我们英语教学部的主管，然后呢，他也是 AEC 课程的主要负责人。那么他在这里呢，也想邀请，如果说你们舒服的话，可以做一个简单的自我介绍，以及谈一下你们对这个课程的兴趣点在哪里？那你为什么要报这个课程，对吧？就是你希望通过这个课程提高什么？不知道有哪位学生或者家长，你们愿意分享一下？I think that we can
just continue.
go on to the next slide.
Good.
Yeah, and give more introduction.
Perfect. So what do you struggle with the most when writing in English? So for most of our students, some common struggles that they all share is deciding what to say, determining how to say it, identifying the task or focusing on a specific topic, formulating ideas, organizing ideas, and lastly, translating ideas into words. So now I want all of our students to pause and kind of review it. What is the difference between each of these difficulties and what do you yourself struggle with?
那么在这里我们先看到的是，就是一些常见的，对，我们在遇到我们英语学习就是过程中那些难题啊，对吧？我们要决定去说什么，然后呢要去决定怎样去说，然后同时呢我们要找一个固定的话题，然后呢在千变万化的 idea 中，我们要去就是规划我们的 idea。然后再组织语言去说出 idea， 然后同样是呢，因为这个 English 是我们的第二语言，那我们怎么样去 translate， 对吧？去把我们的母语变成英语表达出来啊，这些都是难点。OK。
So what type of essay should you write? Your essay structure will heavily depend on the type of essay that you write. So you can think about, is it an argumentative essay, a summary essay, description narration essay, a cause and effect essay, or one of the other ones. So depending on the type of essay that you're trying to write, your essay format will vary. And for students, they either fail to plan ahead, so they don't have enough care, insufficient thought, or time to write the essay, or they don't fully understand the expectations of the topic. So effective essay structure is crucial. And students often lose marks by failing to structure their essay clearly and concisely to best express their ideas.
我们在这里要决定啊，就是哪种类型，就是你要去写哪种类型的文章。那么整个的文章结构呢，它其实就取决于你要写的文章类型。那我们在这里在我们的 AEC 课程中，我们会向大家非常详细的讲，就是议论文。比如说总结类的文章，然后描述文、记叙文，然后还有写原因和影响的文章啊，就是它的这类文章也比较常见啊。同时呢，你也要学会，如何以不同种类的文章去设计你整个的文章框架。OK。
Excellent. So general essay format, you always start with an introductory paragraph. So outline the topic, provide background information, outline the evidence, and state your thesis. In a thesis statement, it should always be part of your first paragraph. This should be a concise one-sentence summary of your main point or claim. Body paragraphs, you usually have 2 or more, depending on the type of essay and the essay requirements. But generally, each body paragraph should include a topic sentence, examples, research, statistics, studies, and text citations, as well as lastly addressing opposing views.
我们在这里呢讲一下3大类啊，就是3个主要部分是我们整个文章一个大致框架。那我们有 introduction 部分，对吧？就是文章的开始，然后还有 body 段，就是它的正文部分，以及是conclusion 段，它的总结部分。那么在文章的 introduction 部分呢，我们要去勾勒出我们的话题啊，引出话题，然后提供一个背景信息。同时呢，我们要点出文章主旨。那么在 body 段，它是我们整个文章的中心和主体。那么我们要包括每一段要点出它的话题句，要用例子、调查研究，还有一些文本引用去例证说明我们想要表达的观点。那么同时我们也可以引出相反的观点。 在最后 conclusion 段就是总结段呢，我们要回到文章的 introduction 部分去回扣它的主旨，然后并且总结我们所有的论点。同时在最后一句的时候，我们一般也提倡大家去做一些思想的升华和延伸。OK.
Perfect. And you talked about the conclusion, which is great. So our general essay guide outline or guideline. So you always want to start with an introduction. Let me see if I can add in. So you always start with an introduction. So it's broken down into your topic outline, your background information, evidence outline, and thesis statement. Then you go into your body paragraphs, in which it's broken down into your topic sentence, your examples, your research, your statistics and citation, as well as your opposing views. Lastly, the conclusion, which is broken down into restating the thesis, creating summarized arguments, as well as food for thought. Body paragraphs, again, remember, there are at least 2 or more body paragraphs. And for students who are following along on our handout, please be sure to fill in the blanks as we go along now.
这就是我们 body 段，就是我们全文啊，一个我们把它这个就是把它用图来表示出来啊，就是这也是我们刚才解释和说明的。那需要另加说明的是，我们在正文段的时候，一般是2段或2段以上啊。OK.
Okay, great. So next one. All right, so let's jump into our practices. So using the essay outline from before, we're going to do a try it out activity. So for all of our students, please pull out your worksheets and get ready to write something. So practice using the general essay format to create a general outline to discuss your thoughts on the following topic provided. Topic is, do you think learning a second language is worth the effort?
OK， 在这里呢，答案给大家展示出来了一个 topic 啊 ，Do you think learning a second language is worth the effort？ 那么在这里我们的要求是呢，你用我们刚才讲过的那些general essay format 去制作一个你自己对于这个话题的一个框架，一个框架，一个 outline 就是一个写作大纲，看看你有没有什么思路。OK， 我觉得大家可以，如果说是比较舒服的话，可以拿一个纸笔，然后写一下，给我们拍照，或者是你可以把你的思路写到我们的聊天框里面。
Perfect. So for those of you who are participating, offline with us as a recording, I want you to pause the video now and complete the general topic writing task on your own time. There's no time limit, there's no word limit. Just write as much as you're comfortable before pressing the play button.
Okay, then. So we have students say it is not convenient for her to write down something to participate in this activity. Okay.
That's fine.
Yeah.
So all of our students have access
after recording. Yeah.
They all have access to the in-class handout, so the seminar handout. Everyone can follow along on their own time after the recording is done. We're just going to go review a basic sample essay outline that we created.
OK， 好，大家可以想一下啊，就是如果大家愿意的话，我们在 lecture 结束之后，你们愿意去写这个，我们也是很愿意看的啊。那个刚才达安老师说，我们可以接下来去看啊，看一个 sample， 看一个样本。OK。
Perfect. Oh, jump one. So this is our sample general essay outline. So we start with the introductory paragraph right at the top. So we start by saying, learning a second language is a crucial skill to have to stay competitive in a globalized world. Not only does it provide you with an advantage while job seeking, but it also keeps your brain young. In an ever-changing world, it is important to adapt. Therefore, a second language is becoming an increasingly crucial for success. Then we jump into our body paragraph 1. So you always start with the topic sentence. So our topic sentence 1 is, being able to communicate in more than one language is a key skill hiring managers now require. Evidence or statistics number 1, studies shown learning a second language increases hireability by 35%. This was some statistic that we pulled from Bloomberg News. And then you jump into your second body paragraph. So topic sentence number 2, in a world where the demographic is slowly aging, learning a second language has shown to limit brain deterioration and prevent dementia. Evidence in statistics 2, Learning language engages Broca's area and minimizes the loss of brain matter by up to 21% in the elderly. So those are our first and second body paragraphs, and you end the outline or the essay by a conclusion. So as the world continues to grow and change, you should as well. Learning a second language not only opens up more career opportunities, but it promotes brain health as well. The question now is, as the world becomes increasingly globalized, how many new languages should one learn?
好，这是我们给大家的一个 example 啊，就关于我们这个 general essay outline， 关于这个话题的一个大致的文章大纲。那么我们 introduction paragraph 大家可以看到啊，我们给出来了它的主旨句以及它的整个的文章我们可以想到的发生背景啊。然后呢，整个的 body 段有2个段。Paragraph 1和 Paragraph 2， 在 Paragraph 1的时候，我们的话题句啊，我们的主题句就是 Being able to communicate in more than one language is the key skill hiring managers now require。那么我们在这里就给出了一个支持它的一个论点句啊。然后同理呢，我们的 Body Paragraph 2也是啊，有一个 topic sentence， 就是它的话题句，对吧 ？In a world where the demographic is slowly aging。Learning a second language has shown to limit brain deterioration and prevent dementia。那么同时呢，我们也给出来了另一个 evidence 啊，就是一个论点句再去支持它。那么我们在 conclusion 这一段的时候呢，回扣我们的第一段啊，又把这个 thesis 重新说了一遍，就是它其实是重新强调了一遍，并且总结了我们 body 段的2段中所提到的论点。OK。
Perfect. So as students will notice, this is a general essay outline. It's not a complete essay. The purpose of an essay outline is to help you organize your ideas, to organize your evidence and statistics, as well as to organize your topic sentences. It helps you get a general idea of the flow of the essay. That way, when you have the essay outline, you're able to better arrange and organize your essay. Is there a point that should be moved up? Is there a point that should be moved down? Do you require more evidence? Do you lack evidence? It just helps with organization. So when you do write your essay, it's better organized and the flow of it will go much better. Secondly, as you write an essay, even as you learn a second language, it's always important to keep on top of your vocabulary. As you can see from our essay outline, we have bolded words that we think are very important for students to learn, not just because these are commonly used vocabulary, but also because vocabulary, the more you acquire, the better you're able to express your ideas and to communicate your thoughts, okay? So vocabulary acquisition is very important, and that's something that we will go along with and that we will learn as we write more essay outlines and as we learn our courses.
刚才答案强调了2点啊，就是我们第一点是呢，这只是我们的一个文章大纲，并不是文章的就是整体全文。但是文章大纲它有一个非常重要的点，就是它能帮助我们去组织我们想要写的东西。其实我们写到大纲中的都是重中之重，都是论点啊，都是我们要全部组织写到我们的正文中的，就是一个很精华的一部分。还有一点就是说，作为我们第2语言的学习呢，我们在这个文章大纲中也有一些需要大家实际的单词，那我们用加粗的字体给标注出来，且后面有它的中文意思。哎，这一点也希望大家去学一下，不管是在我们的文章大纲中，还是在我们以后会读到的 reading 中，或者是在你课文里，或者在你的阅读读物中其他遇到的地方，这个作为2语学习而言，单词还是非常重要的一点。OK。
Perfect. All right, so homework practice. So for more practice, try using the general essay format that we provided to create an outline for each of the topics below. So basically, we want you to go through number 1, number 2, and number 3. Use the general essay outline to create something that looks like this. Okay, again, students should not feel pressured by a time limit or a word limit. We just want to make sure that you're comfortable creating a general essay outline. So our topics are listed below. So number 1, is fashion really important? Number 2, which is better, to reduce, reuse, or recycle? Number 3, which is more important, grades or extracurricular activities? So for those students who are watching this as a recording, please pause and work through the homework practices. For our students and I guess parents who are present now, feel free to use these as practice after our seminar today.
这里有一个我们课后作业啊，还是请大家用我们刚学到那个 General Essay Format，去做一个大纲。就是那么在这里给出了大家3个话题哈，你可以都做，你也可以挑你一个感兴趣的啊。那么第一个就是时尚真的很重要吗？第2个就是 which is better 啊，就是那么哪个更好呢？就是相当于减少啊、重复使用啊，或者是循环使用啊。然后就是哪个是最重要的啊？这个成绩啊，或者是我们课外的一些活动，大家可以去想一想你有哪些观点啊。然后我们只要求大家就是感兴趣的话，写一个我们刚才说的文章大纲。这也是我们成文的最重要的一步。Okay, Dad.
Awesome, great. So now we're going to jump into our AAC writing course introduction. So our AAC course stands for Academic English Course. It's designed and structured for students who are learning English as a second language, who either want to improve on their overall English writing skills or writing abilities and their overall English capabilities. So welcome, everyone.
那么现在我们来重点介绍啊 AEC 学术写作课程。Okay.
So what is our academic English course? Students are placed into an AEC course based on their diagnostic assessment performance. What does that mean? We gauge a student. Yeah, sorry, Alyssa.
Yeah, you keep going there.
We gauge a student's individual needs based on a sample of their writing. We identify areas they still need to work on and provide suggestions on how they can achieve and improve their English abilities.
这里是关于 AEC 课程我们的设计宗旨啊。那么就是学生呢去学这个 AEC 课程的时候，在真正的去报这个课之前呢，我们都会给大家做一个测评，因为我们一共有4个 level 啊，就是看你适合是哪个阶段的，然后匹配是哪个难度的。对，然后呢，并且呢，我们会根据学生的写作特点，就是去结合我们普通的教学大纲来为他去设计啊。Okay.
Perfect. So our AEC courses, they focus on improving overall English skills, including listening comprehension, analysis, interpretation, critical literacy, vocabulary or diction knowledge, reflection, and communication skills. But why are these skills necessary? These are the skills your academic or applied English courses will be assessing you on in school. So for those of us within the Toronto area, these are your ENG3U and ENG4U courses. For our international students, it's the international equivalent.
我们的 AEC 课程呢，主要是提高我们整体的英语能力，那么包括它的听力理解、分析能力，以及它的真正的文章对于文化的理解能力，批判性思维能力，以及我们那种批判文学的鉴定能力、词汇能力，然后就是我们的交流并且反思能力啊。那么为什么说这些 skills 就非常重要呢？在你的学校的英语课程中，比如说 English 3U 或者 English 4U，那么其实它也在检测你的这些能力。毕竟我们英语是一个语言，它不是仅仅是一门学科，我们主要还是要把它应用并且理解内化到我们的生活中去。Okay.
Perfect. So AAC course introduction. Our courses are taught by experienced instructors. Our classes are small. They can be one-on-one, two-on-one, etc., but larger classes are available. Your learning is a focus of our course, and each lesson is flexible to best suit your learning needs and goals. That's why these assessments are done, to regularly assess your progress, to identify areas of improvement, and to provide action plans with your instructors.
我们的课程呢，都是很有经验的英语老师去讲授的，特别是我们就是有很多老师他也参与了整个课程的制作。那么一般都是1对1的课程，当然如果有大班课的话，我们也可以讲啊，这个都没有问题。那么可能会在上课的形式上做一些调整，但是内容都是根据学生的需求，再加上我们已经制定好的大纲结合起来的。然后一般情况下来说呢，我们会在课程进行到1/3或者一半的时候，先进行一次测试，然后呢，作为你对这个课程的一个学习 成果的一个证明吧。然后并且通过我们也可以去看一看呢，我们之后要从哪方面再开始夯实或者提高。OK， 你可以随时与你的这个授课老师去沟通啊，你需要什么，或者你想在这个课上更多的提高什么 ，OK 都是可以的。
Perfect. Excellent. So now we enter into our question and answer period. We have just over 5 minutes. Does anyone have any questions about our AAC courses or our AAC seminar, about any of the course outlines or any of the documents that we went over today?
现在我们进行到了就是可以答疑的一个环节吧，就是你们对这个课程还有什么想要知道的，或者是我们的解释过程中还有什么不明白的，或者是说你对这个课程还有什么就是其他的需求。
Oh, perfect. So one question is just want to know where I can get more info and how to apply. So that's actually on our next slide. So frequently asked questions. So it's here. So please reach out to your designated RMs or AC for course inquiries or for registration. AEC WeChat ID is UForce AEC. We also have Penny, our AEC instructor, sorry, our UForce AC here as well. You can add her on WeChat. Her WeChat ID as well as her WeChat scan barcode is on this slide. Feel free to contact her. Okay. Any other questions or concerns?
还有其他的问题吗？
我说话能听见吗？丹安娜老师，是这样，就是说托福听说读写嘛，因为我们孩子现在是报的托福考试，那您这个门课主要是 focus on reading, on writing, right?
Our AAC courses 就是有写作，也有那个说的那些，可是托福是另一个课，另一种课。我们的学生呢，有些是学的是AAC，有些学的是雅思，还有托福。如果是说雅思的话，你可以看雅思的它的那些关节和那个托福有点像可是您上的那个 AAC 呢就会改变，就是我们是按照我们测的那个结果去看您的孩子是应该在 AAC 1、2、3或者是4，然后按照这个我们再往后。如果想是专门学的那个托福的课也可以，可是那是专门学怎么去学托福，然后怎么去做他那什么考测然后他怎么去去搞那些怎么去考，差不多AAC 呢，它好处就是不是就专门去往那个考托福的那边去考，它呢就是想把你所有的英文，就是你写作、你讲座。然后呢，你想法，然后你的 vocabulary 就是词儿，然后就是所有的就包括了在一起，然后就先把那一方面先提高一下，然后再去看你是怎么去考托福。
因为我刚刚看一下 structure 你的那个就课件handout， 我觉得这个可能是对以后他经常写 essay 或者去大学以后写 essay 是非常有帮助的，对吧？对，所以我觉得，因为现在孩子现在那个是这样，他现在托福还没有成绩，没考出来任何成绩，所以现在for my son, I think the most important thing is improving the TOEFL score or because he is the basic standard is that at least he has to pass the TOEFL and the basic score, otherwise he cannot enter any high school.
Yeah, high school or university requires TOEFL or IELTS.
Yes.
But before you even think about the TOEFL or IELTS exams, your goal should be to improve your overall English skills. As you improve your English writing, your English listening, comprehension, vocabulary, etc., you're getting a better chance of getting a higher TOEFL score.
Okay, I fully agree with your opinion, but I still think it's really need time to improve overall English capability.
For sure, yeah.
And but considering the very tight time schedule and now in front of my son, the critical and the most important to improve the TOEFL score.
No,
just
for
the
sure.
is the reading, writing, and the listening. This such thing. So
If you really want to
I
take
don't
a
think he
TOEFL
has
course,
enough time to allocate his time, because even he spent all the time on preparing for TOEFL testing. It's quite it's quite busy for him.
no, I understand.
So,
If you're
yes,
interested in a TOEFL prep, you do have courses available. UForce has them as well. But what I find for some of our students that's very successful is if you take either the TOEFL or the IELTS course, but you take the AAC as well. That way, with more practice, you actually increase the rate of which you learn the English skills, not only because the TOEFL is testing you also on reading, writing, oral communication, listening, things like that. When you take the concurrent courses with the AAC and the TOEFL prep, if you really wanted to, you can take them at the same time. It just gives them more practice and it speeds up the learning.
Yes, I fully agree. I just and after this workshop, I will discuss with my son and ask his opinion on it. And I fully agree. And your introduction for AEC is quite impressed me a lot. And I will discuss with him about it. And even I want to learn. I want to hear your some suggestion or comment.
Of course.
It's it's very confused for me now. I don't know how to help my son to improve his English study, because he has now his how to say second grade, the second grade in high school.
Of course, yeah.
Yes,
yeah,
and
he's in
even
grade 11 then, right?
Grade, yes, and I actually. And he has some TOEFL score more than 85